I welcome you all for the last type of loop, and that is do while loop, right? So before this, we have already completed for loop and while loop, and those two loops basically belongs to the first category, that is entry control loop. So today we are going to discuss the loop from the other category, that is exit control loop, right? So do while loop basically belongs to exit control loop. Now I have already told you what is exit control loop. So do while is a exit control or post test loop, okay, in which the test condition is tested at the exit point of the loop, right? So what was happening in the entry control loop? First of all, we were testing the condition, and the statement block would only be executed when the condition is true, right? If the condition is false at the very first time, then the loop is not going to repeat at all. It is not going to have any iteration. But this is not the case with the do while loop. In case of do while loop, the condition is tested at the exit point, right? So even if the condition is false, then also the loop is going to execute at least a single time, at least one time. Okay. So do while loop is a exit controlled, and it is also known as post test loop, right? So you can say in case of for and while loop, there may be zero iterations. But in case of do while loop, there will always be at least one iteration. Okay. So this is the point that is written over here. The body of the loop gets executed at least one time, even if the condition is false. Why? Because we are testing the condition at the exit point. Entry in the loop is automatic. That means first time you will you will enter in the body of the loop without any testing, but there is there is a choice whether you want to repeat that repeat those statements further, or you will come out of the loop. So that will depend on the condition. So now let us have a look at the syntax of the do while loop, right? So what we are having, first of all, as usual, we are having initialization of control variable. So we are giving some starting value to the control variable. Then do while is a combination of two keywords. One is do and other one is while. So what we are doing, we are writing do at the starting where the loop is starting, and while we use at the end. First of all, we have written do. Now you can see there is no condition after do. Why? Because condition we are going to put at the last. Then what we have a statement block. So this is quite similar to the previous loops we have discussed. So this block may have any number of statement you want to repeat. Then after writing the block, at last what we do, as usual, we do updation of control variable. That means we are going to change the value of control variable. Then there is a closing braces. So that is that basically denotes the ending of the loop. And after this closing braces, what we have a keyword while, and here we are putting the test condition, right, at the exit point, right? And then at last what we have a semicolon. Basically this semicolon is denoting the ending of this do while. Then as usual what we have a statement as x. Obviously this statement x is not a part of this loop. The loop has ended over here at this point. Now how the execution is going to take place? First of all, as usual, what we will have initialization. Then after initialization, this first time entry to the loop is automatic. That means there is no condition. Then what will happen? This statement block is going to execute whatever is the number of statements. After this statement block, updation in the value of control variable would be there. That is also known as counter variable. And after updation, the control will come to at this point, test condition. Now, as you can see, the loop has already repeated once. Now this test condition would be evaluated. If it is true, then control will go back to the starting point here. And again, this block will execute and updation will take place. If this condition is false, then immediately it won't go back, but it will come out of the loop and proceed further to the statement X, right? We can see this with the help of flowchart also. So this flowchart is a bit different than for and while loop. So first of all, what we are having initialization. Okay. Then after initialization, there is a statement block which may have any number of statements. So it is going to execute. Then after this block, there would be updation. After updation, there is a test condition. So you can see the test condition is at the exit point, at the last. If this test condition is true, then control will go back again to the statement block. And then again updation and so on. So until this condition is false, this block, statement block execution and updation will take place. If this test condition is false, then we'll come out of this loop and proceed further to the statement X, right? So that is, I think, the very crucial point about do while loop, because there is a general question, okay, where we use do while loop. So our obvious answer would be, if there is a kind of situation where we want our statements to execute at least once, then we will go for do while loop. And if there is no such compulsion, then we can go for either for loop or while loop. Okay, that is written over here. Do while loop always execute at least once, right? So even if the user enters some invalid data means this invalid data will lead to false condition. So even if the condition is false, the loop will execute at least once, right? So what are the fundamental difference? While is entry controlled, do while is exit controlled. While may have 0 iterations, but do while will have always at least one iteration. Now let us have a look at a simple example of do while loop. So here what we are having, what exactly we want to do in this particular example, we want to print some values, maybe from 0 to 10. Okay. So what I have done, I have taken a variable I and initialized that variable with 0. So this initialization you can do in a separate statement also, but here I have done the initialization along with the declaration. Okay. So I have declared the value, I have taken the initial value of I as 0. So in this case, what is my I? Initially my I is 0, right? Then control will come here. So here is the starting of do while loop, and I have printed I. So what is printed on the output screen? It will directly print the value of I without checking for the condition. So 0 is printed. Then we are doing the increment. Okay, so that is what? Updation. Now I will be updated to 1. Now it will check, okay, 1 is less than equals to 10, condition true, so control will go back. Then again I will be printed, so it will print 1. Then I will be 2. Then again it will check for the condition 2 is less than equals to 10. Yes, condition true, so 2 will, then it will be 3, 3 will be printed, 4 would be printed, and so on, right? Then I will be 10, so 10 will be printed. Okay, suppose I will be, obviously I will be 10. Now when 10 is printed, after that, after printing the value of I as 10, it will come to this point, so I will be 11. After this I is 11. Now 11 is less than equals to 10. So here the condition is false. So if the condition is false, the control won't go back and it will come out of the loop. So what is printed on the output screen from 0 to 10, all the values are printed. Okay. Now what is the beauty with this do while loop? Like suppose in place of this, I have written something like this. Okay, I is greater than equals to 10, right? Now if it is a for loop or maybe while loop, so nothing would be printed on the output screen, right? But since it is a do while loop, and you can see if initially I is 0, so 0 is not greater than equals to 10, so the condition is false at the very first time. But as we are having the condition at the last, even in this particular scenario, when the condition is first false for the first time, even then it will print at least 0. That is the beauty of do while loop, right? Okay, so that is the fundamental of do while loop, right? In the further lectures, we'll try to have some examples. We'll try to implement those examples. Okay, thank you so much.